All right, welcome everybody to the Wealthy Mums Club. This idea was born from sheer inspiration and absolute adoration of this beautiful collective community of women rewriting the rules of what is possible in both finances, wellness, the story of burnout, our ancestral lineage, all of the things together in one big, beautiful conversation. So take what lands, leave the rest, ask all your questions. My gorgeous co host Laura is here with us. Laura, what do you got to say, girl?
Hey, everybody, we're so glad you're here. And we just hope that something that we share with you today sparks a bit of excitement in you too.
I love it. And we're going to be sharing a little bit more of a deep dive of our stories too, because I feel like that's important. That's the connector that's brought all of us here. And so, what the Wealthy Moms Club is, as kind of a high level idea, is a place where ambition meets ease, a sacred space for women to rise not only in their femininity, their Kundalini energy, but to also be able to earn big, to live free, to not dim their fire for anyone or anything if they choose not to. And together we awaken a new era of wealth rooted in heart, power, and just genuine, wholehearted community, which is so special. Women earning online, like this conversation, I mean, Laura and I have been in the digital space for a very, very long time. Like we're talking well over a decade here, pushing 16 years for me, maybe even 17 now. I've lost track. That's how long it's been, okay? I'm a dinosaur, don't judge me. But women are driving the digital economy, especially female entrepreneurs who own nearly half of online business worldwide. Why is that magical? Because the creator economy is booming, you guys, and women are leading the way. Over 60% of digital content creators are women. Why? Because it fits our life, okay? E-commerce and social selling are leveling the playing field. Women are starting online businesses at nearly 100, 1.5 times, 150%, right? The national average. Women who build income online gain some of my favorite things: flexibility, global reach, and the freedom. You guys, I've had to toe goosebumps to design a life on their own terms. How magical is that, Laura?
It's exactly what brought me to this industry 10 years ago. It's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, girl, same here. Freedom and flexibility is where it's at. And so, financial freedom, like we're chatting about here, is not just about wealth. And this is actually where this beautiful community was born from, right, Laura? It's about choice. And every woman deserves that choice. We talk a lot about wealthy because, and the dot 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 is what is wealth to you that's not financial, right? That's not monetary. And there's so many things, from the freedom and flexibility that we talked about to being able to be seen on a global platform to having a business that allows you to earn without sacrificing your presence, right?
Absolutely. And just being able to be more present where I want to be present and show up in my life the way that I want to show up and just be able to say yes to the things that we want to say yes to, right? So that's been a big part of it for me too.
You're such a good yes mom too. So
I try.
how do we do this within the Wealthy Moms Club, within this beautiful community? Well, we have an incredible product partner that not only helps with the financial side of things and that global online business and presence, but also helps with the story of burnout, the story of mental wellness, the story of reclaiming our wholeness from the inside out. And I think so many of us have had to go through the darkness of burnout, of compromised mental wellness, which actually compromises all other areas of our life, to value this so deeply. So our product partner, our online platform partner is Amari Global, the one and only mental wellness company.
We can't wait to tell you why we've chosen this company. We've got the mental wellness company as our partnership for a really good reason. And it's the mental wellness company, the foundation of all things in our life and how we want to show up and how we want to feel. And this we really found was the perfect partnership for women and mothers because it gives us the tools that we need to thrive mentally, physically, and financially. And that's really what we see as embodying as a wealthy mom, is being supported on all of those levels. And the products that this company has are science backed to support that mental clarity that busy moms really need and the gut health that so many of us struggle with from years of burnout and stress. It's really helping us as women and moms to show up in such a healthier, more resilient way when we're facing the stresses of day-to-day life. And then, of course, the community and the business model that Amare has is just truly meant to empower women to earn money online with that flexibility. Because for a lot of us, we simply cannot trade any more time outside of the home for dollars. We've done that, and it's led to and
No.
for some people, it's still working really well. So we're not here to say that you've got to kick your job to the curb, but maybe your job isn't giving you the flexibility and the ability to say yes to the things you want to say yes to, or the flexibility in your schedule that you really crave. And that's what we found here with Amare, because that's what Amare's given us, is the freedom to have that.
Yeah, I love that. And like just coming back to your yes mom, wealthy because we get to be yes moms, like that in and of itself is just like, oof, gives me all the feels. And, being able to connect our core values as a community with a company that's so aligned, not just in the values, but the vision and the mission too, leading the global mental wellness revolution, especially when we've all come from, deep, dark places of despair at various points in our lives, whether it's physical health or mental health, and to do it in a holistic way with this incredible platform and product partner that just really is so aligned with the integrities of, the values rather of love, integrity, innovation, service, and most importantly, humility. Because when you've been at the bottom of the barrel, there's no ego left. Truly.
Yeah, that's so true, Lavender. And I think that really just like knowing that we're aligned with a company that supports that same mission really just makes me feel confident in what we have to share, and how it can help other women feel that too. So this is the first ever mental wellness company, right? The one and only. And you can see all of the things here listed on the screen. I'm not going to read them to you, but these are some of the great things, the great perks that we have as being partners with this beautiful company, this beautiful community. Something, if you've been around in network marketing for a while, like myself or Lavender have, you may have experienced different things about this industry that left you less than satisfied. So some things that were on the tops of our wish list that we were asking our previous companies for years and years and years is a big reason of the reason why we say yes to partnering with Amare, because these wishes are granted here for us, right? There's no minimums, there's no quotas. Ordering is completely optional, and you can change that for yourself or your customers at any time. And then the most beautiful part of our compensation plan is our focus on 5. You can see it here. We earn $640 a month just by helping 5 new clients. And for myself, when I was first considering this company to come here as a leader, one of the biggest things for me was, am I actually going to be able to show other women how to actually have success here? Because I had been spinning my wheels for a really long time in previous partnerships where I would really have the desire to help women, but I didn't really have the system or the compensation plan to get them to the results that they were showing up for in the most beautiful ways. And now finally here with Amare, now that I'm able to link women with this Focus on 5 program and help them earn that money just by helping 5 customers a month, very simple, very duplicatable, and is a really great way to grow a foundation for ourselves as moms here by supporting other people too. Anything you want to highlight from this here, Lav?
Yeah, I mean, I love all of that. I feel like what Amare has done, and I think this is why it's such an easy partnership for us, and for those that are joining our community, is it's taken all the best things of direct sales or network marketing and all the best things about affiliate marketing or online sales and married the two together into this like hybrid magic of what you actually get here. And the fact that, we're going to talk a little bit more about leadership, mentorship, ownership, and why it matters, but especially being so close to the owner of the company and, it being a two-way conversation. And so, over the last 90 days, every single thing on our wish list has been granted. And then some. We're going to get into some of those juicy details in a moment because they could be your wish list answered as well.
Amazing. Okay, we're going to dive in here and talk about what is mental wellness. And I want to open this up a little bit with my own personal story. I was introduced to Amare from the business point of view, much like yourself, if you've been invited here today. And I was invited to take a look at Amare for the business, and it was the mental wellness company. And as much as I love that idea and I love that mission, personally, I didn't actually recognize that I was having any mental wellness struggles. I was recognizing all of my physical health symptoms, which you can see here on the screen is part of mental wellness. But I was in so much despair with my gut health, and I was seeking out support from so many different modalities and treatments and really not getting anywhere, that I didn't even recognize the toll that that was taking on my mental wellness. I was snappy, I was grumpy, I wasn't the fun mom that I want to be. I was spending a lot of my times like by myself in my bedroom. I'm very much like a social butterfly by nature. I love people. I love to go out and socialize. And I wasn't doing any of those things anymore. And it was because my gut and my brain were really significantly in a disconnect. And what I found here is that by supporting myself in this way with these products that support my mental wellness at the root cause, at the gut, that I've started feeling better in so many ways. So all of these things in my life have improved just simply by this partnership. And I'm going to tell you why. It's pretty sciencey, and I'm not going to get too deep into it, but it's your microbiome, okay? It's all connected. You've got like trillions of cells in there, and they all have like different jobs. And we've all heard of probiotics before, right? But they're all different strains, and they all have very specific jobs that they need to do. So the way that we're supporting ourselves with Amare is by choosing to nourish our gut bacteria with really strain specific probiotics that will actually increase your body producing more serotonin and dopamine. It will help your body regulate your cortisol production and the way that your body regulates that. And you will start to feel those benefits. Although you're addressing it in your gut, you're going to feel those mental wellness benefits because it's all connected. And that science is fascinating and developing new research every single day. So we've got products like I've talked about, something called Happy Juice, and that is a really incredible flagship product that I'm going to tell you more about. But we've got more than just that. Like if you're here today, you've probably heard about Happy Juice before, but Amare has an incredible range of products for the whole family. We've got products for children. We've got lots of different beautiful supplements to help with your health. And then we've also got really beautiful supportive self-care lines, because your microbiome is actually not just in your body, it's on your body. So we have a really beautiful skin care that is a neurocosmetic and actually helps your body fight the signs of stress simply by use of this beautiful new skincare. We have hair care for your hair microbiome. It's all connected, and supporting the woman on all levels is really how we can make sure that you're feeling your absolute best and you're able to help more people feel good. So here's Lavender feeling amazing. Here's her before and after results. Lav, do you want to share your story later, or do you want to talk about your physical change right here where I've got it on the screen?
I'll pipe in later, but let's earmark this. Everybody take a mental screenshot. I'm going to come back to the transformation in a moment because it's so much more than just what you can see on the screen. Thank you, Laura,
It
for
is.
highlighting it.
I cannot wait for you to share with your story with everyone. But this is Lavender. Have a look, have a mental image here of all of these women's bodies and mindsets physically changing. Okay. My skin was very, very reactive. That's me on the right side here. And just with a couple of uses of the new skincare line, you can see how much that sensitivity and the reaction in my skin has calmed. Other women too, you can see the bloating in their bodies and the inflammation in their faces just changing. And these are real results from real people that we've actually met in the real world. We didn't just grab these images off the internet. Here's me, here's Krista. And it's not just us as well. There's multiple awards that have been granted for our incredible products because they're actually having an impact on people's health. And it is just something we are so proud to be partnered with and share. And so I did mention that the Happy Juice Pack is our flagship product. If you've tried it before, put it in the chat. Let us know why you love it or what your favorite flavor is. But this is really our best-selling pack, and it's for mood support and gut health. And it's a two-product pack that goes together. It's going to help boost your mood and your energy. It helps your motivation and your metabolism. It's really going to help with decreasing your bloating and cravings and things like that because it's going to shift the microbiome in your gut. And it's going to increase that mental clarity and focus, which I so needed as a mom, even though I didn't realize how bad I was struggling in that area. So this is one of the products that we love to have fun sharing and promoting online. And I mean, the testimonials don't end. I'm going to pass it over to Lavender. She's going to share about her journey and her story and what has made things so amazing here for her. And I will leave it with you, Lav.
Thanks, Laura. I love your story so much. And I feel like we've got a couple similarities in what we didn't even realize were connected to mental wellness. My little one is joining us here. This is being recorded, my darling. You can say hi to everybody. Hi. Okay. And so, I found out about this company and this community at a time in my life where I was completely unenamored with everything that this industry, what I thought this industry was. However, my health, my mental health, and my physical health, and as a result, my financial health had been so tanked. I had tried everything under the sun for nearly 3 years to regain my health. I had spent tens of thousands of dollars with different practitioners, ran every possible panel of blood work, tried every supplement protocol, like every single thing that you could imagine I tried. And despite being super skeptical and super cynical, the reason I gave this a shot was because of these beautiful testimonials you saw. I saw the proof of this working, and I said, well, listen, I've tried everything else. What have I got to lose? If it doesn't work, it should just be put in the pile with everything else that didn't work, right? And so when someone who loved me dearly brought this to me as an opportunity to potentially not only feel better but earn more, I was an immediate full body yes, despite my rational mind and ego trying to get in the way and talk me out of it. And I have goosebumps telling this story because this was literally 2 years ago. And I will tell you that, yes, you saw my before and afters. I'm physically unrecognizable, but I am unrecognizable to myself. And it is something I am beyond emotional and grateful for every single day because I don't know if I would be sitting here today to share this story with you had those not been shared with me. So I'm going to dip into the financial side of things a little bit here, the business side of things, but I want to be very clear that it's the products that brought me here in the first place. And it was the consistent transformation. You could see social proof everywhere, up, down, side to side, everywhere of these products working. And I was like, if this works for me, I will shout this from the rooftops because there are other moms and other women who are so frustrated of feeling like crap, of being a ragey mom that snaps at their kids, of not feeling like they're at home in their bodies anymore. I will share it. And here's where we get to the online income earning part, right? It's an opportunity to turn your story into something so much more powerful than just your story. And when we heal, right, it's an opportunity to share with others. So the timing could not be better for a million and one reasons. This slide sums it up, that little hockey stick, purple line going through the graph. We are in hyper growth, hyper momentum. You're going to want to get in this car and ride with us, guys, because not only is it super freaking fun, it actually makes sense as a business, right? And so over and above that, I would say there's some promotions going on right now within the next 90 days. We talked about all the gifts we were given over the past 90 days. The next 90 days are going to be even better. You do not want to miss this. Here's why. There's $3,300 in cash bonuses on the table to be earned in time for the holidays. What mom could not benefit from that? Like, hello, I'll take it. Laura wants to take it. Everybody wants to take it. Okay. And number two, the opportunity to, oh, Jane's going to take it too, to earn a trip for two to Mexico, Puerto Vallarta. We are in the earning opportunity right now, and it has never been easier. One of the things that we asked our product partner Amari to do is make the barrier to entry for the trip like below ground level. Like it's so simple. We are all going to be on that trip, and it's going to be such a ride. And it's just so lovely to be actually rewarded, not only for our healing journey, but to share it with others. And the number on the screen that I think is the most important is that 692% in upgrades. What does that mean? People who have originally come in as a customer have loved it so much that they too wanted to share it to almost 700%. Guys, that's bananas. Okay. Just gonna say. So, what has this done for me? I want to just say that the business opportunity here came at a time where I was just financially crippled. And even though I've had success in my life and, have had things go right, at the time that this came into my life, everything had gone wrong. I didn't know how I was even going to pay my rent the next month. And so, even just scraping together the money to buy my first package, which, by the way, if you were wondering with my transformation, was happy juice only to start. Okay, it was that simple. Um, I did it anyway because I could feel, like, how your body can feel what's true. I felt the truth of this opportunity long before the products even entered my system. And I'm so grateful that I parked my ego for a hot second and said yes, because the people on this screen, the faces on this screen, are proof of what's possible when you lean into something that your soul is saying yes to. Okay. David Chung is our owner. He is the one who's granted all our wishes over the last 90 days and brought us all these beautiful gifts for the holidays going into the next 90 days. And then the two women down the right side are just other beautiful leaders and mentors that you too will have access to here on this side. And just coming back to the values of Amari and why I said yes, the integrity is what leads the way here. The innovation is what leads the way here. We're not copycatting anyone else. We are creating something that has never existed before as a product and as an opportunity. And those two things together create magic and momentum, like you saw on that growth chart. Okay. So I came in here with a job I had just taken that I cried my way to and from every single day, because what did it mean? It meant I was taken away from that presence we talked about at home with my family. I was barely seeing my children. I was absolutely devastated. This was not the life I had signed up for. And I said yes to Amari out of just that small glimmer of hope that my dream was still possible. And within 6 months of saying yes, I was able to replace that full time job income and come back home to my babies. And it's just a snapshot of what's available here to you. Maybe you don't want to quit your job. Maybe you love your job, but maybe the bills are adding up, or maybe you want to take an extra vacation here. Whatever it is you could use that extra income for, like we've all seen inflation like go through the roof, you guys. It's no joke. Insolvency is up to like 50% in Canada alone. People need extra income, right? So, yes, we want to feel better, but if you can feel better and earn more and teach others how they can too, that is just so powerful. So the ways that you can earn here, you can do it with the team or without a team. This is what I love, because so many people are like, oh, network marketing, like, oh, you got to bring other people. You don't have to bring anybody in if you don't want to bring anybody in, okay? But if you wish to, that opportunity is here for you too, and you will be compensated and rewarded for that. If you wish to just be straight affiliate and share your link with your customers every month, totally okay too. There's people who do it every which way. The beauty of this business is that it fits who you are, not the other way around. And listen, I am not a rule follower. Okay. I need it to be flexible, you guys. So wherever my misfits are, I know I see you. Okay. And I know you see me. This can be whatever you want it to be for you. Okay. So commission available, that focus on five bonus. Who doesn't want an extra $640 a month just for their first five customers? Right? Hi, me. So five customers a month is all it takes, and you're earning nearly 100% commission. So I just want to take a hot second and say that I actually don't even know if we have this on a slide, but I'm going to share it anyway. I am an author and a speaker, and I sell my books on Amazon and through my own website. And so I will speak to those of us influencers, excuse me, who sell either through a Shopify, an Amazon, a TikTok shop, whatever it is you're doing to earn money. Maybe you're just selling through links on Instagram and you've got like a beautiful following there. Maybe it's like fashion or like whatever it is your route is, this can work for you too. But I will tell you that this is going to earn you like so much quicker and so much more money. So like you would have to sell, let's say on a TikTok shop or Amazon, like my books, I would have to sell 100 times more to make this commission every month. And that the fact that it's nearly 100% on your first five every month is just absolutely wild to me. Industry wide, this is something that everybody's envious of. So we're so lucky to have this here. And this is also why this was such a good fit, because we want it to be simple to earn, no jumping through hoops, share with five, make that $640 bonus. And that's the where the extra Christmas cash comes in, holiday cash, whatever you practice or observe is what you can use this for. And so if you earn that focus on five bonus for the next 3 months, you get an additional $1,000 US payout on top of your triple bonus, which seems just insane to even relay as information. So yeah, these are all the ways you can earn. You can ask whoever invited you here for more detail if you were a detail person. I am the travel person, okay, guys? So this is the side that speaks to me. Freedom junkie, those are my girls, literally my children, but also my girls, our team, Laura included. That was us in Greece last fall, a trip that was completely earned by using these products and sharing the business with people. And we earned that trip for free. We hit 5 different European countries over the span of a week, and we were able to bring our loved ones with us. Like, what an absolute treat, you guys. Yeah, I love travel, but guess what's even better than travel? Free travel. Yes, please. Okay. And so the fact that even if you do paid vacations as well, and you can write those off through your business because maybe you film some content, it's like have your little happy juice with you, and now it becomes a business expense. So easy, right? It's like, hey, I just paid for my trip with the content I just filmed. So simple and straightforward and so much fun. The income possibilities here are endless. We talked about Amazon, TikTok, like it to know it is another one, Shopify, whatever you know to be social selling, that's what's available here, except the payout is like wildly more beneficial, okay? Speaking from experience. So I've got 2 questions for you with this gorgeous slide that I love so much because this is what's going to show you what's actually available on a monthly basis. This is monthly income. So take a look at this chart. Down the right hand side are the dollar amounts that people are able to earn here on a monthly basis. And the question first I would like you to ask yourself is which monthly income would give you some extra breathing room? To me, that was like the first or second one was like, I would be like, oh my God, I'd be so grateful if that was possible. And then when that became very clear that it was possible and very simple to do, I'm not going to say easy because nothing in life is easy, but simple. The next question was, which monthly income would change your family's life, right? Which sometimes feels like too big of a question to start with, which is why I start with the breathing room question. But what income on here would change your family's life? And to me, that was an income that would have replaced my full-time job at the time. And that's exactly what I did in way less time than I thought it would take to do so, right? I did it in less than 6 months. So, ask yourself the same thing. Maybe you're not replacing a job income. Maybe it's like you're putting investments away for your children. Maybe it's paying for activities. Maybe it's spoiling your kids at Christmas. Maybe it's being able to be a yes mom, like Laura talked about, right? What's going to change your life? It's available to you here, you guys. Like, it's like low hanging fruit. That's all I'm going to say. And then, we've got tons of testimonials, just like you saw with the products and the product transformation. These business testimonials are seriously heart bursting for me because these are real women that have said yes to this opportunity and this community and are winning here alongside us. It's not just Laura and I like raking in the bank. It's like every single person on our team is benefiting from the opportunity and from the products here. And it's just so incredible to see. So there's so many options to see and to pick out, people earning their bonuses, so on and so forth. And the other thing that stood out to me here too was, especially having had a ride in this industry before, I think it's so important that someone coming in here is supported. So, like, what's on the other side of my yes? Well, here's what's on the other side of your yes: custom mentorship one on one with whoever you say yes to, right? Whoever invited you in. And even if they're not yet experienced, you're going to be having access to the people who are experienced, like who you saw on the slide, the 2 women on the leadership slide that we showed, to Laura, to myself, to Krista, to other leaders on this team. And not only that, yes, people are important, but tools and systems and trainings are important too, because you're going to be able to do this all in your own time, right? Any question you could possibly have about the company, the business, the products, the industry, there is an answer available for you. And it's so simple at the tips of your fingers, the best training in the industry that people pay like tens of thousands of dollars for. here for free. Boom. You say yes, it's right on the other side of that yes. So come on in and join us. Honestly, it's the most simple way to feel better and earn more. I'm going to say thank you for coming, but I also love Laura to just chime back in and, any closing thoughts you have as we wrap this up and just say a big thank you to our beautiful, beautiful people who came to spend this time with us. You're muted, my darling.
Okay, here we go. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Hopefully, a little bit of Lavender's story or my story resonated with you. Maybe some of the testimonials that we shared here with you spoke to you, but we hope that you can see yourself as part of a group of women who want to see you succeed, who want to see you win, and who have your back with all of the tools and resources and the community necessary for making it happen. So, thanks for being here. We hope you're ready to join us. Reach out to the person who invited you, and we can't wait to welcome you in.
High five virtually. Thanks, everybody, and welcome. We'll see you on the other side.